Hola, bienvenidos a Español. Welcome to Lower Level Spanish at the University of Texas at Arlington. This is video 2 in the introductory video series, LearnSmart Assignments. In this video, we'll review the basics of LearnSmart. There are two types of LearnSmart assignments that you'll complete in this course, LearnSmart Vocabulario and LearnSmart Gramática, often abbreviated as LSV and LSG. Though LearnSmart Vocabulario is scheduled at the beginning of the chapter, and LearnSmart Gramática for the end of the chapter, neither one should be completed without having first reviewed the material from the chapter. When you start a chapter, you should first review the chapter vocabulary in your textbook. It can be reviewed inside of the ebook to start off with. This will give you access to some of the pictures and to the pronunciation of some of the vocabulary words as well. Let's go over to Blackboard to see how you might review this material in the ebook. Go to elearn.uta.edu, log on with your NetID and password, and access your course. Once inside of your course, you'll go to the Course Materials area. Inside, you should notice that your instructor has added a link for the McGraw-Hill Library. This will take you directly to the library area and connect. Once inside of the library, you can click on the ebook and then navigate to the chapter you're currently studying and select the vocabulary topics from the chapter. Alternatively, you may notice that your instructor has added a link in the left panel menu in Blackboard for Connect, Image Connect, McGraw-Hill, or something similar. You can click on this link, click on Go to My Connect section, and click Launch to access your Connect homepage. From there, you can either navigate to the library or select the ebook from the right panel. After you finish studying the vocabulary in Connect, be sure to review it further on conjuguemos.com. Please check with your instructor who can provide you with more information on how to access the correct vocabulary there. Now we're ready to take a look at the LearnSmart assignments. To do this, let's head back over to Blackboard and go to the Course Materials area. As a reminder, this video features a web-based course, so there's going to be a few more links than you might find in an on-campus-based course. However, for this video, we'll focus on the LearnSmart assignments, which are the same regardless of whether you take Spanish on campus or online. Let's start in Capítulo 2, en la universidad. Select LSV2, LearnSmart Vocabulario assignment. Then follow the steps to arrive at the assignment by clicking Launch and Start Assignment. Since LearnSmart is not designed to be completed until after you've reviewed the material, you're in good shape at this point since you have already reviewed the material. Once inside, there are a few things to note. 1. LearnSmart is set up to force you to take a break to review material if you continually select no idea or continually get answers incorrect. Thus, as you go through, it is important that you select the correct response according to the level of confidence in your ability to answer the question, and to do your best when answering the question. 2. LearnSmart works like a flashcard system in that the card is shuffled back in the stack if you miss an answer. It might be presented to you in a different manner with different answer possibilities, fill in the blank, multiple choice, etc. However, you will not receive full credit for the assignment until all concepts have been answered correctly. Thus, it is important that you pay attention to the correct response to any question that you miss. 3. You can track your progress at the bottom by seeing how many concepts you have left to complete. If you want to use LearnSmart as a study tool later without being kicked off due to incorrect responses, you can also study LearnSmart to prepare for tests and exams by selecting the Self-Study tab at the top of the table of contents. And then selecting the chapter and content, vocabulary or grammar that you'd like to study. Please note this can only be completed after you have already submitted a corresponding LearnSmart assignment. That's it for this video over LearnSmart. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to your instructor.